Hi. So, as you can see, we're outside the interchange. We are back in Casterfell Woods. We're not gonna stay in Casterfell Woods for long. I just recorded for about an hour, give or take. And the fucked up bit is that on my second monitor, I have OBS open. Hold on. Speaking of, I'm interacting with it. On my second monitor, I have OBS open, so that I can monitor as it records. That's a pretty basic thing that you keep an eye. Oh, fuck me! I knew these guys were here. You keep an eye on the recording. But it didn't occur to me for like an hour that I was sitting next to a black screen. Like it was just fully not recording video at all for an hour, and I did not even stop to think or ask why. But that's okay. I explored medical in the interchange. It was very spooky. I'm sure we'll see them again, but there were like hazmat suited scientist zombies in there who were fucking beefy. Those were some of the beefiest dudes I've fought in this game. They were terrifying, and I found a few things. Oh yeah, Joyce was in there. Joyce Tanner, the lady who was rude to us in a bunker, was in there, and she was like, "We can, if we do X, Y, and Z, I can send out a signal and have somebody come pick us up." She also gave us information on Dr. Garrow, which is this helicopter crash, which is where we're going. And then I found a few... She said that if we work together, we might be able to escape, which I'm not interested in. I don't think my character is interested in, but that's fine. Those are what she wants me to do. She wants me to go to the radio towers. And then I found a few things. There's a signal redirector. There are active turrets in there. And I found this note that I think the signal director will probably be in Wyndham Village. We'll see. I keep closing out of there. I found some audio logs.
28th of September, 57. I knew Dr. Holder was up to something. It's no secret he's been frustrated with the direction of our research, but this takes the biscuit. Last night, Edward let slip about a secret lab Holder has set up in Wyndham Village, under the church, apparently. Of all places. For a month, he's been stealing samples, smuggling out lab equipment, and all with God as his witness. Worst of all, Edward knew because he was planning to join him. Holder's got himself a little rogue scientist brigade. I managed to convince Edward to give me a key to the place. Once this fever is down, I'll march over and confront Holder myself.
And then there's a fight up here. We're about to get a call. We're about to get a call from our boyfriend, so I'll go answer that call. Kill these people, answer that call, and then I'll play. I think I found 3 audio shits. Oh, well, there was a fight up here before. Timeline B.
This is the transaction. all will awaken as if from a nightmare. This sequence is assured.
Okay. You can help me escape? Why must Oberon die? Why should I trust you? Why must Oberon die?
If Oberon is dead,
But what if I don't care about the way out?
What a weird thing. Oh, it's
I wonder if I can eat this.
What?
Yeah. I hadn't said. I thought you were looking at Cookie.
Good game, fun game.
and will offer you escape. To follow their advice is at best optimistic, at worst foolish. Be careful. Trust only me.
That's already kind of where I'm at. It's not even, again, for me, the escape part of it doesn't seem very important.
The others don't understand. They won't until they're not others anymore.
For me, it's not very important, right? The escape portion. I have been playing and would like to continue playing my character as somebody who wants to know what happened here. And it's not very interesting to me to try and leave before I know what's happened here. Oh, right, I forgot.
The wait is interminable. I've run out of work to occupy myself, and it's still not our turn to evacuate.
Interminable? I
We
think
all
is
felt
how
the
she said
shoulder
that.
of the explosion at the plant, but since then, nothing. Perkins is wandering around, muttering that they've forgotten us. He's an awful fretter at the first sign of trouble, but I'm beginning to wonder if he might perhaps be on the button this time. It's been 12 hours. Just how long does it take to evacuate one facility? Word from Jack is that the military have locked down the site. Not a peep from Emma since... What are we calling it? Explosion? They aren't telling us anything. Perkins is muttering about the Lord of the Flies now, the bloody fool. I shall strike him if he comes near me with that nonsense.
I think there was one more.
What are you doing? Trying to help you, Dr. Fisher. Now stay still.
No! 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 Get that away from me, Alan! It's not... Ah! It's not tested.
It'll save your bloody life. The infection's tearing you apart, trust me.
Get away! Keep your experiments to yourself!
Fisher!
They probably ran off. But best keep it going. There you are.
Ah, bull. You know, I told myself if I missed that, I'd fight him.
Death! Help me! I bleed!
Oh, that does damage. I didn't know that did damage.
Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. This is Dr. Garrow. My helicopter has come down in Casterfell Woods. Damned interference field fried the electronics. There are no survivors. Myself excluded, obviously. Lord, is anyone receiving this? Anyone in the interchange? Of course not. You're all dead in there, aren't you? I'm heading to the village. See if I can't find anyone still alive in this place.
Okay. That is also where I want to go. So I think the sewer tunnels is the easiest way for me to get there. Yeah, that guy. I was looking at him. Have I not been down here at all? Is there anything else down here? I've been down here, right? Because the sewer tunnel is going to be down here. I just didn't go all of the way. Yeah, I just didn't go all the way down to the chopper. I was watching I was watching Friends of the Table play what is it? Get JFK reelected. And there's a thing in there that calls a helicopter a copter. And while I said chopper, while I said chopper, all I could think about was calling it copter. Let's see. That's Satindale. And that's Wyndham Village. Well, we lost out on a little bit of the interchange. I'm glad that I didn't activate any of the other what's it called? Data stores, because I thought about activating Data Store Delta. Data Store Alpha is a big fucking mess of bad juice, so I didn't really try and go in there again. But I thought about activating Data Store Delta, and I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have lost all of that. Wyndham Village is under the authority of the Quarantine Protocol. The soldiers of the protocol are here to protect you. If you see anything suspicious or strange, report it to the village hall as soon as possible. Are they gonna be chill? Hold on. Everybody wait. real life things happening, apparently. Rats. Church. Oh, I found a key to the church. I found that was the audio recording. The first one said that there was something in the cellar of the church. She also had a key, so I took that key. Infestation. Oh. Where are these guys coming from? Are they just circling wide? I love infestation. And it's like, how do you treat a wasp infestation? Shoot it with an arrow, man. Stronger than any gun. Is there another one? Corruption. It won't let me go down. They're doing a bad job. Heal up and then we'll get back up there. Is this Skethermore? brewery cellar. It was a risk I shouldn't have taken. Morris Wick, we share in your concern. If the vicar's spy, the one you call Maisie, has discovered your purpose, then you must deal with her. That captain means only to bring pain to the soil and its children. You must stay hidden until that day comes when when we all may sing with the same voice. Silence Maisie, return her to the soil. Okay, so somebody here is a druid. For that matter, I think somebody here is Russian, right? Yes, I did just jump because I forgot if I could. It's one thing to have made Molotov cocktails, but we have no idea if they work on robots. The Ruskies would chuck them into the engine vents on the Jerry Panzers, but there's not like that on a robot. I think we need something more. Once we do it, there'll be a proper Barney if the proddy bastards find out. So try and find a machine that's on its own. Be ready to run if it don't work, though. Okay. Sisters and brothers, I'm making headway in Wyndham. The protocol imposes harsher restrictions by the day, and it wears the villagers down. But the worse they get, the more they are willing to listen. I tell them of the purpose of the voice in the soil. Some are wary, seeing how the captain brands us as corrupt and pagans, but others are receptive. When I can, I'll bring them to the woods to meet you. I hold the purpose safe and secret. The heathen that is their captain doesn't suspect a thing. To him, I'm just a humble shopkeeper. Thank you for your guidance. I look forward to the day I join you and hear the voice for myself. Morris. I wish the no lead tract would go away after a while. Oh, it does sometimes. I love to crack the case wide open before I even get into the town. And like, look, I'm not on the druid side, right? I turned Mother Jago down and fucking killed her in cold blood. Hello, Roman.
Addressing civilian. Stand back, citizen.
Okay.
If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
Listen, I'll report myself to the controlling authority. I just don't know where or how I would do that.
Stop the bastards. Orders be blown. Keep your nose clean. Look, for the 100th time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out. From any weapons.
Oh, get a lot sorted out by kicking the elderly out of the rooms, do ya?
You know what the captain said? We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner perimeter.
Vulnerable! The bloody cheek of you!
The bloody cheek of you.
The outlaws have the common decency to rob us blind and not tell us it for our own bloody good.
Right, listen to me, you old knight. Orders is orders. You obey orders, or it's the jug for you.
You'd never took us in the piss. I'd die there. You'd never.
We started off right by shooting some troublemakers. Shame we can't do that again. Well, a few locals left as it is.
You suppose so? Let me hear you say it.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
That's better. Gather your tat and get out.
Yikes, I'm gonna have to fucking kill these guys, huh? I'm like...
Stay to this place. Leave tomorrow when we could.
Whose fault is that?
Not sure I like the look of you.
I don't care what you like.
Citizens of Wyndham.
I see. There's someone here.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, I guess I'm gonna die.
Keep it tight, squad.
Yes, Scupper.
I didn't do anything. Backing away from someone who is threatening you can sometimes avoid combat. What did I do? Did I not do that? Okay, generous. So was that because I walked in there, or was that because I went too far this way?
Against the soldiers protecting you here are in essence treasonous and will be treated as such.
Let us have a crack at the outlaws.
So it was because I walked in
We can
there.
get rid of them and take their supplies. 2 bullets.
Can I go in here?
1 bullet.
I bet they have well-kept guns. There's a thought. Completely normal. Nobody even knows. Hold on. I'm gonna go get some chips as consolation. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Wow. Wow. Okay then.
Citizens of Wyndham.
Bit of an overreaction.
The few remaining bastions of normality within the zone.
Normality, huh?
Be normal.
Be normal. Oh my god, bud. You are not winning any favor from me.
Oi, oi, what was that?
I think I used to whinge about my hometown being bored. I give my eye teeth to be back in Swindon now.
I was thinking like, oh well, do I need to go back in there? Yes. Hold on.
What's that? Is someone there?
Citizens of Wyndham, pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. Any breach of this regulation is punishable by death.
Pagan practices of any kind are punishable by death. What do you mean by pagan?
I can't stand this miserable shithole of a village much longer.
Thought better of that, I tell you what.
Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging,
Very funny how quick to aggro these guys are. Well, because probably these guys are like enemy-ass enemies. I've already been in here. Yes. These guys are like enemy-ass enemies, and they're just like it's not that they're not aggroed. They're all already aggroed. They just don't have, like, that final little push. Hi! Surely nobody will be suspicious about me getting a fucking phone call.
You have met Miss Tanner.
Hold on. I like her. I don't trust her. How are you spying on me? I don't trust her.
You should trust no one.
Her specifically.
You should trust me.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
Don't make us hurt you. These messages would drive anyone
I
insane.
said to him, "Where's my pal Johnny? What you done with him?" And that bloody peacock says, "Oh, Mr. Wilmore is currently detained."
He never. They put poor Mr. Wilmore in that prison of theirs. What for?
Wouldn't say, would he? Eh? All full of martial law this and special powers that.
Ugh, bunch of little Hitlers.
Aye. Our Davy never came back from France in last one.
Oh, I know.
If he was still here with us, he'd have spat in the eye, that pompous little... The words fail me.
I know. But just keep mum about how cross you are, though. If they'll lock up Mr. Wilmore, they'll lock up anybody.
I'm gonna fucking kill these people. Not those people. The soldiers. I mean, had you asked me what my interaction with the soldiers was gonna be, I would have known, but that's not the point. Cellar must be inside.
Why here of all places? If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the church? Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here.
Once upon a time, I was an investigator. I've really got to stop putting chips in my mouth as I enter conversations. You want me to ignore a corpse? What happened? Were they murdered? Wait, are you responsible for this death? What happened?
So
Were they murdered?
To visit this sort of thing upon the church is pure wickedness. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't
I know
learn
who
of this.
did it.
We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here. The shopkeeper. Good heavens above. I knew something was off about him, but nothing as foul as that. Then I must ask something of you. You're embroiled in this now, as much as we are. To find absolution, well, you must find some way to deal with Morris. An ally to those heathens in the woods is a danger to the village. Not that I'm suggesting you. Well, I'll leave it to your judgment.
I love how I'll see what I can do. Are you asking me to kill him? What's in it for me? I don't want any more involvement in this.
Thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
It is a terrible thing to ask, I know. Now that Maisie is dead, there is no one else I can trust to be able to carry out such a task. And in the spirit of reciprocation, if you are in need of my help, you need only ask. I am here if you wish to talk, to unburden your soul. And if you'll forgive me for saying so, you seem troubled. Might I ask why? I don't suppose, well, have you perhaps been hearing voices?
Only briefly, but yes, I have. What does it mean? Hearing voices? What do you mean? That's none of your concern. Prying into my secrets now, are you? He's a priest. I'm not after any spiritual guidance right now. I like him.
You have? Oh, heavens. May the good Lord protect you. It is a sign of vile corruption. It cannot be tolerated. It must be confronted. I saw it in the baker's husband. The baker, Iris, told me he was hearing voices and had fallen terribly ill. I haven't seen her husband for a number of weeks now. So I trust she came to her senses and took the necessary action. You don't seem to be showing any other symptoms, however. Perhaps the corruption has not taken hold. You may stay without denunciation. For now.
You would make
Please
me leave.
Understand. I have a duty to this village. I do what is necessary to protect my flock. We have seen some very bad times here. I don't really know why such misfortune has befallen us. Only that it started with that wretched science city they built across the mere. They did something. Heaven knows what. And now it is laced with evil. You can smell it in the air.
So I was drinking water. And you protect against that evil, do you? Haven't you wanted to find out more about the science they were doing here? And I'm lost here. All I want is to find a way out.
I doubt I would understand any of it.
Haven't you wanted to know more
Besides
about
which,
the
the
science?
village occupies all my time. The people here need a guiding hand, not an oppressive one. The military presence, this protocol nonsense of theirs, has done that to us, and with no sign of respite, pressure like that breeds corruption. I must obey the Lord's will and fight against such things. You, on the other hand, seem of a curious nature. I can offer you something, but you must be cautious about prying too deeply.
Go on. Please, anything you can tell me is greatly appreciated. Or indifferent. I'm not interested. Anything you tell me is greatly
I was
appreciated.
on cordial terms with one or two of the scientists stationed up here. The important ones lodged at a manor house out in Casterfell Woods.
Yeah,
I doubt any are still alive. But they may have left notes or papers that could prove useful to you. But you didn't hear that from me. All right. Farewell. And God bless you.
What do you want? I had naught to do with Maisie's death, I swear, in God's name. And neither did the vicar. He's a good man. If this gets back to the soldiers, they'll cart him and me both off to jail.
Okay. You realize how it looks, though. So you found her like
didn't
that.
touch her. It's horrid enough just to look at. Like someone wanted to make a scene. Wanted revenge or something. She probably got on the wrong side of someone on account of her. But you should leave. This is village business, and none of yours. Like I
You should tell me your
said,
secrets.
this is if you want to play detective, stick.
Okay. The note was found on Maisie Higgins' corpse in the church. Her blood is still on the paper. Spotted some possible foul. Oh. Spotted some possible foul play. I'm going to camp out at the ruined cottage by the Mareview Hotel to get a better look. November 5th, 1957. Strange not to be celebrating Guy Fawkes Night this year. Still, there was the event at the Atom plant, and that was more than enough fireworks for anyone, I would say. We are all glad that the radiation scare was short-lived. Mr. Pierman was saying he saw signs that the army was expanding their camp on the other side of the wire. I don't understand why. It feels as if we're being treated as a threat to the country at large. Weird that he would be like, oh, well, I know the scientists, and then not direct me to the secret science base in his basement. A page torn from a history book. Kepler's star. Kepler's star is the common name for Kepler's supernova, the last supernova visible to the naked eye to date. It occurred in 1604 in the constellation of Ophiuchus. Sure, and was visible even by day for over 3 weeks. While it is difficult to estimate its range, it cannot have occurred more than 20,000 light years from Earth. It was observed and recorded by disparate civilizations across the northern hemisphere. I punched my mic. I hope that that's not crazily loud. Ooh, damn. Neil Howard. A good brother, a good friend. Who left us something 1st maybe of June 1920, age 63 years. What the fuck?
Slowly now. Come into the light where I can see you.
What the fuck?
Wait. You're not one of the scientific staff.
You're alive?
Who the blazes are you? I know every face on the project, and you're not one of them. How did you know I was down here?
I found a clue to this lab while exploring the medical facility. That's none of your business. Dr. Holder, what happened to your eyes?
You found it in... You mean to say you were inside the interchange? Just how did you get in there? They sealed the place tight.
I found a key card that worked on the doors. I just sort of walked in.
Don't take me for a fool. The most tightly sealed facility in Britain. And you just walked in? The interchange. Open again after all this time. Astonishing. I thought it was sealed for good, and its contents forever out of reach. But look, do you realize what this means? If you have access to the interchange, then we might be able to stop this nightmare before it spreads beyond the wall.
Steady on, I've only just walked in here. Spread. Spread of what, Dr. Holder? Beyond the wall? Into the country at large? Then hurry, just tell me what I need to do. I'm sorry, but I need to get out of here. Spread? Spread of what,
You must
Dr.
have seen
Holder?
it. In the interchange. That damned infestation. We first discovered the growth at the Oberon site. I was one of the team assigned to study it. You know, first we thought it was benign. Beneficial even, according to the early results.
Go on. Beneficial? You tested it on humans? Oberon site. What is Oberon?
That's the proverbial long story. And we don't have time for it at present. I promise you, you'll have your answers. But first, you must understand what we are dealing with. In our experiments, small doses of the growth in a purified form showed the most astonishing effect on cognitive capability. But it was not purified nearly enough, as it transpired. Its active agent was much more active than we realized. What it was doing to both our bodies and our minds all the while, it beggars imagination. We thought we held the future in a test tube. But all we had isolated was evil in its purest form.
Your eyes. Are you infected? You're talking about the learning stimulant? I've been using it.
But don't worry yourself on that point. Contamination is inevitable here. That stuff started seeping into your blood the moment you set foot inside the zone. But you'll be all right now that you found me. You just have to trust me. And we have so little time. I desperately need your help.
I kind of wanted to ask him about his eyes. All right, what can I do?
I need you to go back to the medical facility, and this time, go deeper. All the way down to the quarantine level. Somewhere in there is a sealed cylinder. It's labeled Sample 1. Find it and bring it here to me. Do that, and I can promise answers. Answers and a way out of here. Here's my key.
Say that, man.
It will get you deeper into the medical section.
Very well, I'll see what I can do. What is this sample? And you can't do this yourself?
It was the first sample of the growth that was extracted. We took it to the lab to test it. That was a few months before the disaster. It's a pure sample, and that's what makes it so important. Before you go, you should help yourself to a dose of my inoculant. There's one lying around here somewhere. If you ever encounter a thick area of growth, or are suffering from a potent strain of the infection, that stuff will ease the burden. It should give you a better chance of surviving infested areas. And best of luck.
Oh, is that a more potent poison? Do you have a tube? You don't have a tube. I'm gonna get a phone call when I walk upstairs and know it. Dr. Hanway. It's an interesting conjecture. Unhappily, the only way we can discover if the growth will form specific and specialized organs, if it were to grow large enough, is to allow it free rein. And I would hope the arguments against that are self-evident. Even at this generalized level, the organic material is very interesting, showing chemical characteristics not dissimilar to those found in the human brain and nerve tissue. Holder. Scrap. Training simulant. Experimental inoculant. You've injected yourself with a dose of experimental inoculation. Provides resistance to all sources of infection. That's sick. I've taken none of these. I know who I am. Okay, so ideally I should be able to go into A now. A? Yeah. I expected that guy to be fucking dead. Requires Vicar's key. Will he give me that key if I solve a murder? Or commit a murder, I guess? I already solved it. What? Fucking... Do you know how impressive it is to hit even one bat with a machete? Why are there so many of them? It made a little noise. How many of them are there? I hate being in the church at night. I hear noises all the time from that locked-off cellar. Things moving around, voices muttering. Vicar says it's nonsense, that the place has been locked for years, but I know what I hear. It's bloody haunted, I'm sure of it. I beg the sergeant to take me off the night shift up here, but he insists there's nowhere better to keep an eye on the town. If I tell him there's voices coming from the crypt, he'd think I was corrupted, and then I'd be... And then I'd be for it. This bloody zone's enough to drive anyone mad. Classic. Will the vicar give me his key? Or do I have to get it some other way? The classic way. Where's your, what's it called, dude? Oh, what is it called? He probably just has a house, right? It's not, they're not Catholic. Are they Catholic? Is this Catholic? That doesn't look Catholic. We got a problem?
Not sure I like the look of you.
If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blown.
Well, I wasted that opportunity. But I'm positive these guys have, like, better weapons.
Not sure about you.
Oh no, that looks rusty.
Do as you're told, right?
Y'all motherfuckers ain't taking care of your guns either.
Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to return to the woods for foraging, request an...
Hey, there's someone here! But take him out, boys.
Well,
Gains up for you, mate. Should have run with.
You won't get away with this.
I'm going.
I have that quick save.
I'm gonna spoil your whole day.
Beauty.
Watch your head,
You
lads.
asked for this, you bloody idiot.
It's not over yet.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us.
More civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be
Strangers may
blown.
be dangers. If you encounter
I'm gonna have to kill all these guys anyway, probably.
report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save.
Citizens, it has come to my attention, again, that despite warnings, certain among you are still pursuing prohibited activities. To wit, certain barbaric pagan practices. Now, in normal times, I'm sure your local folklore and beliefs.
See, this is what I was worried about. He's getting mad they're leaving milk out for the fairies.
But these are not normal times. This area is under martial law, and I will not tolerate your casual heresies. The next person we catch floating this land will be lucky if they just end up interred.
250257 reception test negative. 250257 transmission test negative. 111159 reception test negative. 111159 transmission test negative. 2 years later, 150460 reception test negative. Let's see, negative. 190961 reception test positive within zone. Convoy 4. 190961 transmission test canceled. 030362 reception test positive within zone. CVY.5 parentheses. 030362 transmission test negative. 210462 reception test negative, transmission test negative. Why was it canceled? Why did you receive from Convoy 4 and then not try to transmit to Convoy 4?
Let's not have any trouble.
You piece of shit. I was Buddy. Oh. How about I put you down right now? We'd all feel better if that were to happen. That. We need to deal with June at the tea room. She's smart, keeps her secrets well buried, but there's the stench of corruption about her. She's got history that she's not telling us, I'm sure of it. Best to nip this in the bud. If asked, it's standard sterilization protocol, and we've taken June to the detention facility. Don't let anyone inside the tea room once you've sterilized it, and bring anything you find of hers back here. Sims. I know about June from the tea room. And I think you're probably a piece of shit.
Well, well, a new face. Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from?
I'm not sure. I don't remember much before today. Today? Has this all been one day? I'm just a wanderer trying to stay alive. How about you tell me what on earth is going on in this village? We'll be
If
vague.
you've wandered out there
I guess
and
I guess I have
survived,
amnesia.
then you're doing better than most.
But I'm never going to say that.
But I'm sure there's more to you than that, eh? In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village. For now, at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information.
What makes you think I have any information to give? Perhaps? What do you want to know? I've got a few questions to ask myself.
All in good time.
Obviously,
First,
it's that one.
you need to make yourself useful to me.
Quid pro quo, but
I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside.
I'm not sure I can help with that. And what will you do with any information I give you? And what would I get in return for helping you? I'm not sure I can help with that.
Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again,
I'm gonna save
did you
and kill
come
this
from
man.
the outside? What do you know?
What do you know? Honest, so I do have amnesia. My memories are gone. I don't know where I came from. I wish I knew how to get out of here, same as you. I'm investigating the interchange, one of the old facilities. I don't take kindly to being interrogated. No, we're gonna, I guess, be honest, because I'm super not gonna tell him about the interchange.
Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you.
Man,
Such
I'm gonna
beliefs are
dance around the
dangerous and
fucking...
forbidden.
Oh, what's it
Do I
called?
make myself clear?
Shit.
And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways.
What sort of ways?
The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good, I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly. Sniff around. Keep your ear. If you want somewhere to start, well, I could send a patrol in, of course.
Do you know of a place called the Interchange? I have something to report. Have you come across a Dr. Garrow in the
A
village?
good Dr. Garrow? Not so good in my opinion. That woman is dangerous. Caught her up to her old nonsense again and incarcerated her smartly at our Skethermore camp.
Skethermore?
The prison is closely guarded, so don't even think about attempting to reach her without our permission. But that permission may be granted. Good day to you. Stay out of trouble, eh?
Keep it tight, squad. Bloody. Aye,
I forgot to save. Dear Daddy, you pieces of shit. Dear Daddy, I wish you did not have to go away again so soon after coming back from Malaya. Mummy says I must be patient, but it seems very unfair. Miriam says you are going to Cumberland, which is in the north, and very nearly in Scotland, but that this is not as far as Malaya. Might you come home now and then by the train? I hope you can. All the love in the world, Poppy. With, what is that? 11 X's? I love has died. One spike in the concrete.
Leave me be. Oh no!
Well, we went to the wall like what we were told to do, and we called the feller. I'm not gonna read any of this. I'm not gonna read any of that. I read the one letter.
Disappointing. Good day to you. Stay out of trouble, eh?
Okay. I wonder if there will be a better time for me to kill him. Or if something I do in the village will lead me to kill him.
Citizens of Wyndham, pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. Any breach of this regulation is punishable by death.
That tastes like sheep dip. Better than nothing, mind.
Oh. Well, that voice actor said nothing. But the sub said now. So is now nothing? I love this. Look at that. That is so good. That was great. I loved that.
Oh, who are you? I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers,
Find
are
5
you?
traitors in the
I
quarantine
run a lawful
zone.
place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do.
No, I don't work for the soldiers. Don't worry. My business is none of yours. Why are you worried I might be with the soldiers? No,
Oh?
I don't work with the soldiers.
Well, not that there's anything wrong with it if you did. It's just... Well, never mind. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something.
See, she said something, and that says summit. Oh, just like breads and shit. And there's really no reason for me to give her this. I heard your husband is
What?
ill.
You know that
What
he's...
happened to him?
Doesn't really matter how you know, does it? Look, I'll talk, but only to show you I'm doing nothing wrong. You have to keep quiet about this, please. Me husband, Philip, he went off exploring with one of his pals. Bloody fools, the pair of them. He said they were poking around in an old bunker and walked into a cloud of funny glowing spores or something. And he told me he started hearing voices. He says the voices hurt him. Whatever it was, it made him awful ill. He's not getting any better. Just a bit worse every day.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Where's your husband now? Why are you worried about the soldiers finding your husband? Do you know where the bunker is that your husband went to explore?
You're sweet for saying so. It's easy to lose hope in this place. You know, we've had one mite of luck. Came by a special tonic, which does something to settle the voices in his head and keep the infection down. At least, while we can get it, it does. But look, what's your interest in all this?
I happen to have the recipe to make Mother Jago's tonic. If there's something wrong with your husband, shouldn't you let the soldiers know? I'm sorry, it's none of my business. I happen to have the recipe.
You do? Could I trouble you to get us some of the tonic? Just a single bottle. We're almost run out. Bless you, thank you.
I'll do that.
Oh Lord, the tonic, thank you. Look, I don't have much, but please, take this. I really am grateful, so very grateful.
I hope the tonic will help your husband, as long as this keeps him from harming anyone. You're welcome, but I should
It should keep my husband's symptoms at bay, at least for a little while. That's all any of us can ask for, eh? To survive just one more day. Pop back another time, you know, if you'd like to see him. Now, I should be getting on. Bye now.
That's the fucking record you had in? Iris. Of course, I can look after the bakery for a spell. I'll bring some broth over for your feller, too. A hearty meal is always the best medicine. Come by the garage in the morning, and I can collect the keys from you. I won't dare ask what you have to do in Casterfell. Just make sure the soldiers don't spot you. Tina. Speaking of... Nope, lost that thought. Completely gone. Okay, so I can't see him at all. What do I do? And I wanted to ask about the location of that bunker.
Nobody wants any trouble. Should open their bloody eyes. That's all, because trouble's all we've got.
A fragment of a script. Flint, you'll never hold us for long, you fiend. You have a tiger by the tail and no mistake. I'm not fucking...
Get to this place. Leave tomorrow if we could.
The garage. Okay, I can walk through there.
Tastes like sheep dip. Better than the midnight.
Okay.
Those thieving bastards without the perimeter need teaching a lesson.
What?
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be...
Poor bugger. Taken too soon.
Now it said that he aggroed, but it didn't sound like he aggroed.
You picked the wrong fight.
He did. He aggroed.
I'm going.
Oh, I let go in the wrong order. That was just me finding a more exciting way for it to end. Because despite the fact that this is only an hour and a half, I basically did record 2 episodes. Oh.
Should have known you at the time.
Hold on. Whoops. Throw ourselves back over here. And then make a quick save.